This is not the Trump organization. You say people don't want to be involved in the Trump organization? They have like dozens of Fortune 500 companies who are tenants in his buildings. People love working for the Trump organization, the doormen, the guys that work in the elevator. There's no people that are complaining about getting swindled who are working for the Trump organization.
Trump's name has been ripped off all of the buildings along the West Side Highway.
Okay.
These people don't want to live in something with the man's name on it.
You were talking about partisan activists in Manhattan.
All of Upper West Side are just partisan.
You're talking about they took his golf club away. People love that course. Have you played it?
Donald Trump, when he was in office, took $7.8 million in foreign money when he was president and before. Does that give you pause or bother you at all?
No, because at this point he's a businessman. So he legitimately has businesses that he's running, and he could have been doing that from business to business. That's no different than what I do for my career. If a foreign person comes in and wants to buy a property, and they buy a property with foreign money.
You're not subject to the emoluments clause of the Constitution.
Right, but I'm saying is that he still runs a business. He's still a business owner.
But if $5.5 million of that was from China, and he's the president of the United States, should he not have divested?
You know, with what has happened with the Biden family, I would think that all eyes are going to be on anything and everything that happens now.
And what do we see? Them persecuting a man who created jobs in Manhattan, who was a self-made person, who wasn't bought by any political party or any political avenue or frankly anything, because he's his own man.
There's nothing successful about Donald Trump. Donald Trump inherited his father's money. Had Donald Trump done nothing with his father's money at all, just kept it in an account, it would have been more money than he's amassed his entire life, which means everything Donald Trump touches is not great business or big business. He continues to show that he's an epic failure when it comes to business.
The myth of Trump has always been riddled with inconsistencies. In 1987, Trump came out with what would become the cornerstone of his business franchise, The Art of the Deal. Years later, Trump's ghostwriter, who actually wrote the book, told the New Yorker that he felt like he had put lipstick on a pig. In reality, Trump's businesses have failed over and over again. He bought an airline. It tanked. He bought a football team. The league folded. And still, Donald Trump managed to sell the public this idea that he was the monopoly man.
But here's another dig at it. Donald Trump does not even pay his bills. That's right, not just big bills. Donald Trump won't even pay contractors who put glass in his building, doors in his building. Donald Trump won't pay his workers. There's a long litany, written history, not since he's been president, not since he lost the presidential election in 2020. No, we're talking about dating back since the first time he tried to do business in the 70s. There's a long list of people that have been screwed over by Donald Trump.
You took on Donald Trump.
Somebody had to do it.
Rosenberg and 6 other of the contractors banded together on behalf of the entire group and forced a meeting with Trump.
I had a telephone call from Mr. Trump's personal attorney. I said, we want to get paid. He says, well, how can I stop this meeting? I said, it's relatively simple. Give me a check.
After several rounds of negotiations, Rosenberg says he and the other contractors settled with Trump for less than what they were owed, with devastating results.
Some went bankrupt. Some lost their businesses. We survived because we were very busy in Atlantic City.
But let's do something immaculate and amazing. Let's add MAGA to that list. You wanna know why? Because Donald Trump has raised more than $300 million off of these idiots to either build a wall or pay his attorney fees or stop the steal. And all he's doing is spending their money on his problems.
Several of the attorneys who represented Donald Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 election were never paid for their work.
What?
He doesn't pay anybody.
I mean, seriously, did they not know this going in?
They're just so excited to be with him.
Are they now going, oh my God, you mean he...
What? He doesn't pay?
You mean the great pumpkin doesn't rise from the pumpkin patch?
It doesn't.
Donald Trump at a sneaker convention today announcing his, wait for it, you see it there on your screen, a new line of Trump sneakers for the low price of $399.
He's going to pay $450 million.
How many freaking sneakers does he have to sell to pay $450 million? I'm not good at math, but how many sneakers?
You see him on the New York subway selling this stuff. Like, help me out. I need to raise $450 million, buy my sneakers. He got booed a lot, by the way. He got cheered, but he got booed a lot at that event, and I really brought me joy to see that.
Donald Trump lies, people go to jail, people go to prison, people get indicted. Donald Trump gets paid for by his followers. This is a modern day scam. Donald Trump is a humanization of pyramid scheme. Now the man is selling sneakers. Donald Trump is a walking late night infomercial full of bad product, and y'all keep buying into it. You wanna know another one of those bad products? The idea that he is a great executive for our country. This man should not be allowed anywhere near the White House, not just as president or any office in the executive branch or the federal government, but he shouldn't even be allowed to visit the White House. Donald Trump is that dangerous. Yet and still, y'all keep filling his pockets with your hard-earned money. And he's never earned anything hard. Matter of fact, he does not even support unions and the people, the working class that built this country. So if you want to make America great again, how about you make it great for the first time by stop supporting Donald Trump? I'm Mondale Robinson. Don't get scammed. Don't get swindled. Don't support Donald Trump.